Hi, I'm Elizabeth Woodward, CEO and co-founder of Woodward Innovations Incorporated. We're a small, minority-owned, woman-owned business located in Cedar Park, Texas, and we've been in business since 2004. I'd like to introduce you to our Hands-on STEM for All division. Our mission at Hands-on STEM for All is to make fun, safe, affordable hands-on STEM activities accessible and available to every child at home. We work with members of the community, parents and teachers and advocates to develop and deliver hands-on STEM activities to K through 12 students. We are a for-profit corporation with a social mission. So the problem that we're working to address is that most children today just don't have access to quality hands-on STEM activities at home that can help them to reinforce what they've learned at school, or to fill gaps, or if they're an accelerated learner, to move along at their own pace or deepen their understanding. One of the main reasons for that is that costs are prohibitive for most of the kits that are on the market. In fact, at an average cost of $28.73, that's 2.5 times what half of the adults make in the United States in an hour. 2.5 times the hourly wage. And with 58% of our children on free or reduced lunches, it's just not likely that parents are going to be able to afford one kit, let alone enough kits to really provide a comprehensive set of hands-on experiences for their child at home. More than half of children today live in poverty. We believe that by acting locally and looking at opportunities to support our brothers and sisters globally, that we together, with your help, can change the world. If you look at the childhood poverty statistics today, here within the Leander Independent School District, we have 19% of our children who are on free or reduced lunches. Across the state of Texas, that rises to 67%. That is 3.65 million children who are on free or reduced lunches. Across the United States, we're looking at 58% of students. That's 29.4 million students on free or reduced lunches. And globally, 6.5 billion children are living in multidimensional poverty. Childhood poverty affects everyone. In fact, in the United States, we estimate childhood poverty to cost us all about $1 trillion a year. That is 5.4% of our GDP. And where does that money go? Well, $299 billion of that is estimated to be reduced earnings. Another $206 billion of that is on corrections, deterrence, and incarcerations. $201 billion of that goes into the flip side, which is street crime and victimization costs. And finally, $192 billion is spent on increased health costs due to childhood poverty. Education is a key to alleviating poverty. A person who has a high school diploma is 73% more likely to be unemployed than a person with a bachelor's degree. And the person with a bachelor's degree makes 2 times each week what the person with a high school diploma earns per week. Education is a key to alleviating poverty. That said, COVID-19 has had a devastating impact on education and learning worldwide. Within Texas, by June of 2020, we had 600,000 students who had either stopped responding to teachers or had just stopped turning in work. In Texas, we estimate that students have lost 5.7 months of learning within the first year of the pandemic. In Des Moines, Iowa, by November 16th of 2020, 55% of high schoolers had a D or an F in at least one class. In Florida, Palm Beach County reported that high schoolers were receiving 13% of their grades as Fs. That was up from 5% the year before. And middle schoolers went from 1.6% to 7.7% failing grades. US-wide, it's estimated that students are learning 70% of what they do in a normal year. And in math, that's 50%. It's also estimated that in some areas, students have lost an entire year of learning. Things are dire enough that out in California, at least one high school is considering allowing high schoolers to repeat the year so that they can bring up their grades. We won't know the entire extent of the impact of COVID until teachers have had a chance to assess students, until students have taken standardized tests, but we do know that the impact has been devastating. And at the same time, students are spending a lot more time on passive activities like social media, video games, and TV. In fact, a study out of Germany indicated that students are spending 333% more time on passive activities. So while there is some advantage and benefit to some of those activities, like being able to socialize with friends and some of the benefits of video games, we're just saying there is plenty of time for some fun, engaging, hands-on STEM activities. To get our students back on track, parents, teachers, and advocates are going to need to provide more efficient and effective ways for them to learn. One of the things that we can do is to provide more opportunities for hands-on experiential learning. I say that because research studies have shown us that children who attend lecture-only classes are 1.5 times more likely to fail than their peers who have opportunities for hands-on education. We also know that teachers who provide at least one hands-on experiential activity a week outperform their peers by 70% of a year in math and 40% of a year in science. 19% of students perform higher and have longer-term retention than their peers who have no opportunity for hands-on experiences. And a meta-analysis of the last 15 years of experiential learning has indicated to us that students outperform their peers significantly when they have hands-on experiences. 20% of students at least perform higher than peers who have no hands-on opportunities. Hands-on experiential learning provides better opportunities for learning, more efficient opportunities for learning, and improved long-term retention. Our approach here at Hands-on STEM for All is to provide fun, affordable hands-on STEM activities for K through 12 learners. And each of our kits or activities has a certain set of proven elements. They include YouTube videos. This is a medium that children are very well accustomed to. So we have those videos for them that they can replay, that they can fast forward through, that they can use to learn at their own pace. We provide tips for parents and teachers so that they can be as involved as they want to be and support their children through the learning experience. We are standards aligned. We identify what standards our kits and activities align with so that teachers and parents have an understanding of how this fits into their child's curricula at school. We provide step-by-step instructions online with text and pictures. We also provide step-by-step instructions within each kit. And these instructions, whether it's YouTube videos or the text with pictures, each of those includes a set of deeper level questions, probing questions, so that the children understand why something is happening and not just that it happened. We provide questions, self-checks, that students can use to determine whether they understood the content, and we provide them with guidance so that they can learn anything that they might have missed. All of these elements together combine to provide the hands-on STEM for All learning experience. I'd like to encourage you to have a look at our Introduction to Electric Circuits kits for grades 4 and 5. This kit has all of those elements that I just described. It has the YouTube videos, parent-teacher tips, step-by-step instructions online with text and pictures, deeper level questions. It has the self-checks. It has a item list for the kits in addition to having the kit. So if you decide that you'd like to assemble this on your own, you are more than welcome to do that, and we are happy to help. In fact, we have an online community and we're available on social media. So if you'd like to engage with us, please do. We would love to have the opportunity to engage with you and help you to support your child. Our latest projects include the Introduction to Electric Circuits kit that I just shared with you for grades 4 and 5. We have a Build an Atom Model kit for 8th graders, and for high school students in chemistry, we have a hydroponic chemistry kit. Please have a look at those. We'd love to get your thoughts on those as well. Our model here at Hands-on STEM for All is to support every child regardless of their income level. And so the way we're doing that is that we sell 42% of our kits at a profit. Now these are very low cost kits. We do everything we can to make sure that we're using recycled materials or inexpensive materials for the kits. We also work with vendors to get donations for some of the supplies that need to be new and that might be a little bit costly otherwise. 25% of kits are subsidized kits. That's for children who are on free and reduced lunches. And 33% of our kits are coming from those contributions from vendors or partially from contributions from vendors. So if you have the opportunity to donate supplies or to donate a kit for another child, we would love for you to support us in those kinds of ways. But there are lots of other ways that you can support us as well. If you would like to become a part of our community, please join us. If you go to the website, there's a community online. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We would love to get to know you better and to see how you can become a part of making fun, engaging, amazing hands-on STEM experiences available to your child and to other children across the United States and worldwide. Thank you so much for your time, and you have a wonderful day.